one. So it's an afternoon of wonderful music and marvelous musicians. Today, we are really excited to have Ellen with us. Ellen Cohen of the Pampered Chef. She is going to show us some wonderful things that we can make. Also, using the Pampered Chef kitchen gadgets. I don't know if any of you have ever bought them. They are terrific. I have, and I really love each and every one that I've bought. They're very, very good quality. Anyway, Ellen has been with the company Pampered Chef since 2009, and she's the leading direct seller, or the Pampered Chef is the leading direct seller of affordable kitchen and culinary additions. Um, and she's also, I see here, a yoga instructor for with a particular certification in seniors and those who have special physical needs. Depending on the day, we may all have some. But anyway, without any further ado, I would like Ellen to take over and do some wonderful culinary delights for us using the Pampered Chef um, gadgets. Okay?
Thank you so much. I appreciate the introduction, and I'm so thrilled to be here. So thank you so much for having me. I'm standing here in my own kitchen with my dog roaming around, and she's in kind of a loudmouth. So if she starts to bark, I apologize. I think my husband will eventually take her out for a walk, so that'll be a good thing. And I will be flipping the camera. Right now you can see me, and then what I'll do is I'll flip the camera down so you can see my hands and what I'm preparing. So I'm preparing 2 recipes for you guys today that are totally reproducible. You can do these at home, very easy recipes. And at the end, we can give you the link for online ordering if you want to start your holiday shopping. I have to tell you that Pampered Chef products are very well designed, as you were saying. They're extremely useful and very, very affordable. And they make really welcome gifts for the holidays, stocking stuffers, and just like, you know, there's so many things that you could think of getting. Everyone is at home these days cooking up a storm and shopping online. So this timing is perfect for today. Anyway, I am going to be making, as I said, 2 recipes. The first one I usually make, it's called a spinach artichoke braid, and it's vegetarian. Both my recipes today are vegetarian, and then you can add what you like. If you want to add more protein or meat to them, you can do that. The first recipe is a spinach artichoke braid, which I am going to be making as a wreath in honor of our upcoming holiday, because it looks very, very festive. And the second recipe I'll be making is for all year round, and it's a Mexican quinoa bowl loaded with vegetables, very, very healthy. And I think that I wish we were together, because I would give everyone a sample. And maybe next spring or summer, when things have eased up, maybe we can do this live, because that would be really fun. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to start off my presentation just talking about stoneware, because Pampered Chef is known for our stoneware. This is a pizza stone. You can see it's already pretty well loved. It has, you know, it's a little bit discolored, but as we use them, it gets more and more, you know, loved. And actually, the worse it looks, the better it cooks. So I'm going to be making my wreath on this stone. Let me just show you briefly, and then I'll start to cook. This would be great for anyone who's living on their own, or just the kids have grown up and they're not, you know, living at home anymore, so that you need something that's a smaller size. And this is it's like a toaster oven pan. It's a small bar pan, and it is also stoneware, and it fits right into the toaster oven. And it's perfect for making 2 sweet potatoes or 2 baked potatoes or 1 baked potato. It goes into the microwave and also into the regular oven. And the nice thing about this now is that it is now dishwasher safe. This is a new piece of stoneware. It's a new technology. So it's dishwasher safe, and it's also broiler safe, which we never had before. So stoneware is clay and water that's compressed together and fired at a very high temperature. So it gives you a product that resists water, and it always gives you a crispy crust. When you get your piece of stoneware, it's going to be light in color and kind of grainy in feel. And then as you cook with it, it's going to get darker and smoother and more seasoned, and it will be completely non-stick, so you won't have to add oil. In the very beginning, you want to just lightly oil it. And then as you use it, you don't have to use the oil anymore. So take a good look at this. Look at the light color and look at the wonderful size. And now I don't want to scare you, but I'm going to show you my small bar pan that I have been using for years because it lasts that long. So don't get scared. Here it is. So you see it's completely satiny smooth. It's dark in color. It's pretty beat up looking, but as I said, the worse it looks, the better it cooks. So just look at the difference. It's pretty amazing, right? But I use this all the time. So last night, my husband and I are on our own. My daughter is grown and she's moved out, so it's just the 2 of us. So I put 2 pieces of salmon on here, salmon fillet, and I put it right in the toaster oven about 15 minutes on just on bake. And it came out nice and juicy and delicious. And then I just brought it to room temperature because you can't put hot stoneware in the sink. You want to bring it back to room temperature. And then every piece of stoneware comes with a little plastic scraper. And you use this to just scrape off whatever has momentarily stuck to the surface and then wash it in hot water. No soap is required because soap would interfere with the seasoning process, and you want it to get seasoned and, you know, and satiny smooth and non-stick. Okay, so you can see that this pizza stone is on its way to getting darker and more seasoned. I don't make pizza all that often, so I use a bar pan, which is a long pan, which I can show you later, and that one is almost as dark as my small pan. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside for a minute. Okay, I'm going to put on my apron because now I'm going to actually start cooking, and of course I will keep talking because I am a big talker. If anybody knows me, they will know that I am a talker. Okay, so this is a spinach artichoke braid, and the beauty of this recipe is that you can use any kind of filling that you like. So today we're doing the spinach artichoke, but we can also do a turkey taco or also a turkey cranberry, which I almost made for you today to use up the leftover turkey. But turkey really only goes for about 5 days. And I just, you know, Thanksgiving was Thursday, so I just finished up our turkey last night. Anyway, so you can do a sweet or a savory braid. And I'll give you at the end of the cooking show, I'll also give you my email. So you can email me and I'm happy to share recipes. I'm going to definitely share these recipes with you, but then any other recipes that I'm mentioning like now, I'm happy to share with you. Okay, so let me just turn the camera down so you can see what I'm working with. Okay, so this morning I took some spinach, just a container of frozen spinach, and I defrosted it and I squeezed it out really well to remove all the liquid, or as much liquid as I could. And then I combined this with some mozzarella cheese and some feta cheese. And then I just put it in the refrigerator. And now I'm going to proceed with the recipe. Okay, let me just put this aside for a sec. So spinach artichoke. So these are my artichokes. This is just from a can of quartered artichoke hearts in water. And this is my Easy Read measuring colander. So this is great for rinsing off your beans, your you know, something like this that you need to drain. It's great for the morning for rinsing off your berries, or, you know, strawberries or blueberries, whatever you like. And this is what I'm using. So I'm going to put it in, I'm going to chop it up. And I could use a food chopper, which is this product. And this one is great for chopping onions. and chopping hard things. And this is a wonderful product. I can come back to this in a few minutes. But today I decided to use this product because it's a little more unusual and you might not know what this is. This is a manual food processor. So this has a bigger capacity than the food chopper. The blade and the bowl go in the dishwasher, and then the top of this gets just wiped off, and it runs on air pressure, not on batteries. So this manual food processor is wonderful because it's lightweight and it's cordless, and it's fantastic if you want to make tapenade or salsa or guacamole, anything like that. So I'm going to just put in these artichokes, just like that. Put in all the last bits because I really do not like to waste food. And then I'm going to chop it up. So this fits right on here. And we're just pulsing it. And I like this pretty fine. So I'm pulsing away, and then I'm going to add it to the spinach mixture. Very, very easy to use. Okay. I think I want it a little finer than that. So the more you chop, the more you pulse, I should say, the finer it will get. That's better. Okay. And then I take the blade out first. The blade is pretty sharp. So I want to get that out of the way. Put this in my sink. Sorry, I'll be moving in and out of the camera a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to put this right in here with the other ingredients. Okay. And then mix it all up. And then what I want to add is just a little bit of mayonnaise, and it's light mayonnaise that I use. And this is just going to keep it together. So let me just mix this up just a little bit. I wish you were here because it smells delicious. And even people who've told me when I do my cooking shows that they don't like feta cheese, they love this. So I've been doing cooking shows for 11 years. I come to your house and you gather your friends and family, and I cook some great recipes. And hopefully I'll be able to do that again sometime soon. Okay, and now I have about 1/3 of a cup of mayonnaise. And this is a measuring cup that's great for solids. I just press it through just like that. And then there we go. And now I'm going to add this mayonnaise and mix this up. And this is already starting to hold together a little bit. It just pulls it all together. Looks great. Okay. Okay, and now I want to add some garlic. Where would we be without our garlic? Everybody loves garlic. So I have 2 garlic implements today that I'm going to be using. This is my garlic press, and this is going to make your minced garlic. And the beauty of this is that you can take a clove of garlic with the skin and put it in here, just like that. Can you? I hope you can see. And then press it out. And the garlic, whoa, that's beautiful. And the garlic comes out and the skin stays behind. And it has this little tool. It comes with this little tool, and I just scrape that garlic out. And then the skin either just stays in here and I lift it out, or it comes right up. And then I'm just going to scrape that down. So this is my garlic press. This is going to give you a more intense garlic flavor. And then my garlic peeler that I'll use for the next recipe. Let me just put this on a different background so you can see it. This is going to slice the garlic paper thin, and this will give you a more subtle flavor. And also when it slices the garlic and you have your meal, you have the dish that you use this for, if you see the pieces of, you'll see the pieces of garlic, and if you want to remove them, some people don't like garlic, it's easy to see. But this one gives you the real oomph of garlic, okay? So I put the garlic in here. And I'm just going to mix this up. Okay, and hold on just a moment. Just want to grab my peppermill, a little freshly ground pepper. This is great. Okay. So then what we're going to do is I'm just going to set this aside for a moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a braid. And a wreath. I usually make a braid. I'm going to make a wreath. And the key to making a successful braid or wreath, we're using Pillsbury crescent rolls. And the key to making it successful is to leave the crescent rolls in the refrigerator until you're just ready to use them. Because as anybody who's used to making a pie, you know that once the dough is not refrigerated, it gets very sticky and soft. So if you want to make a successful wreath, you want to leave that in the refrigerator as long as possible. So now I'm going to get my Pillsbury crescent rolls. Here they are. You need just 2, and you need just the regular kind, the regular flavor. So I'm going to open these. Give it a nice sharp wrap. And that dough comes right out. Remember the Pillsbury Doughboy? Do you know that the Pillsbury Doughboy is over 50 years old? Remember that poppin' fresh dough? I'll never forget those commercials. They were so cute. Here we go. And right out. So the beauty of these crescent rolls is that they're already scored. So they're very easy to work with. So you can see they break right in half. And then when you open them up, they have scoring right here. And they're like, well, if they tear, it's not a big deal. I'll show you what to do. So you have a little crescent. So let me just put this aside so that I can get our pizza pan. Okay, so this is our stoneware that I talked about before. And now we're going to set up the crescents. Okay, so they're going to be set up all around the pan. They're going to come like this, like making a star almost. And I'll pick this up in a minute, when I'm basically finished, and I'll show you what it looks like. So you want to overlap them and kind of go all around the pan. I'm just looking for that little scoring, which is right here. So the dough is nice and cold, so it separates really easily. Now that piece just, it just tore a little bit, but it really is not going to matter. So we are coming around the bend here. Can you guys see? I hope you can see. Okay, and now the next one. So we need 2 of them. And sometimes, see, yeah, there it goes. When it starts to get warm, you can see there's even a little difference. Okay, so I'm unrolling here. And I'm overlapping, and I'm going all around the pan. Got a little garlic involved there. I'm going to move that away. And then the last bit is here. And the edges should hang over the edge of the pizza pan. And it's amazing. It always looks to me like so much, but when I get to the end, I can see that it's just right. Okay, so we had a couple of pieces that tore. So I'm just going to fill in here. It's not a big deal because once this is baked, it's going to look beautiful and you won't even know that it tore. So it's not a big deal at all. Okay, so now we have basically our wreath. Well, that's all set. Now, when I cook, I don't go for perfection. I go for taste and deliciousness. So if it's not a perfect wreath, it just is what it is, but it'll look like a wreath, and I think it's going to be really good. Okay, so let me tuck this down again. And then I'm going to take my filling. Let me get this out of the way. And I'm going to take my large stainless steel scoop and I'm going to scoop the filling at the base of each crescent. And I don't care if the filling shows through, because I actually want it to show through, because it'll look green, it'll look like a wreath. It'll look green, and you will think of the holidays, which is so nice. Okay, so we're just gonna go all the way around. Okay. Yeah, it sometimes is a little messy, but I always said I'm a pampered chef cook, not a perfect cook. Coming all the way around. Okay. A little here. And you see, I mean, it really is, the recipe is very dependable, because it just makes just enough. Perfect. And then I'm going to take these ends and I'm going to bring them up and over, and I'm going to tuck them in. And I don't mind, as I said before, if the filling shows, it makes it look more like a holiday wreath. And I either can tuck it under or just kind of stick it like that. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, it gets sticky. Okay, it gets kind of sticky because my kitchen is warm, the oven is preheated. It's going to go into a 400-degree oven. There we go. Now it's really cooperating with me a little bit more. Okay. Let me just move a little more filling over here. You know, sometimes when we cook, we improvise as we go along. It's fine. There we go. Tucking this under here. And the last one is going to come right under there. Oops. And that looks pretty good. Okay. Right back. Okay. So it looks pretty round here. Can you guys see it?
Nice.
Looks pretty good, huh? Okay. And next, I'm going to take a little bit of egg wash. And I'm going to separate the egg to make our egg wash. So I'm just separating our egg. That's good. And now I have one of my favorite things. This is my professional basting brush. It's silicone, so it really cleans very well. And it has this little edge on it, so you can sit at the edge of a bowl, which is very convenient. Now, I grew up with one of those wooden pastry brushes with the buildup of Saucy Susan from several generations. And my mother tried to, she tried to clean it, but she didn't do such a good job. So those wooden pastry brushes, if anybody owns a wooden pastry brush, what I want you to do is I want you to get rid of it, because my test kitchens at Pampered Chef, they cut through one of those wooden pastry brushes, and they found a lot worse than Saucy Susan in that pastry brush. So wood harbors bacteria. So please, this silicone basting brush is only about $11 if you're interested in a little stocking stuffer, and it's great in your kitchen and it's safe. All right, so I have my egg wash. Let me turn the camera down again. And I'm going to just wash the pastry with the egg white. And the reason why we do this is to make the pastry shiny, and also it will help. We're going to put some cheese on here. and it'll help the cheese to stick. So I'm just coming all around, right like that. Here we go. There we go. And then I'm going to use my manual, my microplane adjustable grater to grate some wonderful cheese on the top to give it a fabulous flavor. This is my microplane grater for fine grating. We also have one for soft grating, and it's adjustable. It has 3 positions. So this is the first position, and I'm just going to grate that cheese right over. It comes out nice and fine like snow. I'm just grating it right over our wreath. Beautiful. Give it a little more grating. And then I'll show you how it can look. Okay. So in this position, like what I just did over pasta, over pizza, over asparagus, right at your table. And then it adjusts to this position right on the cutting board, and you can grate orange rind, lemon rind, and then it closes up like this, and it has a little plastic sheath that slides on it and protects the blade when you put it back in the drawer. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it open. So this is our braid, our wreath. I keep saying braid because I make so many braids. So this is our wreath, and just now you're gonna get a little tiny commercial break from your live cooking show while I put this in the oven. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So that's going to be in the oven for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. And when it's done, then we'll take it out and cool it down. And I wish you were here to eat it with me. All right, so we're going to start with another recipe now. And I'll just tell you a little story. Stoneware is one of the mainstays of Pampered Chef. Everyone knows us for our stoneware. We have all different sizes and shapes of stoneware. And we also got requests for a go everywhere pan or a go everywhere pot. And stoneware at the time, when we first came out with our stoneware, it went, in the oven and the microwave, but not under the broiler or on top of the stove. So we had requests for another type of product or another collection of products. So we came out with our rock crocks. So this is my Dutch oven rock crock. And it's a 4-quart Dutch oven. And this baby goes everywhere, okay? It goes on top of the stove. It goes in the oven, in the microwave. It goes in the dishwasher when it needs to be cleaned. It goes on the outdoor grill, and it goes under the broiler. So if I were to make onion soup that I wanted to start on top of the stove, and then I put some bread on here and then some cheese, I could stick it right under the broiler and brown the bread, and wouldn't that be delicious? So this has, this comes in a few different sizes. This is the 4-quart. Oh, hold on a second. I'll show you the 2.5-quart. This is the everyday rock crock. This is the 2.5-quart, so it's shallower. It's the same circumference, but it's shallower. And then we have a smaller 1-quart. Okay, and we also have some flat pieces of rock crock for making a pizza right on the grill, which is wonderful. Okay, so I'm making a Mexican quinoa bowl, which is very, very healthy and really, really popular and very, very colorful. So I'm going to take some quinoa, about a cup of quinoa, and pour it right in here. And then a cup of vegetable broth and pour that in here. Okay, and cover it. And I'm going to put it in the microwave for 10 minutes. Okay. And then while that's cooking, we can talk. So why don't you try to unmute yourselves, or somebody can unmute. If there's someone who can unmute, and then we can you can ask questions, and I'll show you a few more products as well. Do you want to unmute? Anybody have any questions while we have this little pause? Okay. Okay.
Hi, Ellen.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good. I'm great.
So thank you so much for doing this for us today.
Oh, my pleasure.
I love the little trick that you just did with turning the glass cover over to fit into the microwave.
Oh, did you see that? I didn't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize that you can do that, but that is a neat little trick.
So I have 2 microwaves, believe it or not. I have one downstairs in my basement, which is a bigger microwave. And then I have this little guy in my kitchen. And the one in my kitchen works great, but it doesn't fit everything. And I was going to bring my other microwave up for this cooking show, but it's fine to bring up, but taking it down, oh my God, it's heavy. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to wing it with this. I'm kind of I love to cook, but I don't make a big deal about it. I just kind of go with the flow. So what I'll do is I'll probably stop at midway, give it a little turn, because there's no rotating thing. I'll probably just stop it and rotate it. I'm just easy about cooking. I think we all should be a little bit easier. We should be less hard on ourselves about cooking. Remember Julia Child? She once was making an omelet, and she flipped the omelet and it dropped all over the stove. And she said, oh, well, it's okay. And she just put it right back into the pan. So big deal. So I'm just kind of, easygoing about cooking, because I really just want people to be happy with the food. And, I'm just pretty easygoing. Anybody else have any questions? Any comments or questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Diane Barbieri.
Okay. Hi.
Oh, you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can't see you, but that's
Great.
okay. I can hear you.
I'm really enjoying the show so much, but the chopper that you had, I had gone to a party years ago and bought that chopper, and I absolutely love it. But now I just saw the new chopper that you did.
Oh.
Because I haven't, I don't like anything electrical with the grandkids around and even my children, but the one that you just took I've used it constantly. Now I'm interested in getting that other chopper too. Also, the cheese thing was very interesting, that you can, it has multiple uses. What I was going to, the wreath you made, but how do you do a braid?
Okay, how do I do a braid? That's a good question. Okay, I use a long pan. So I use my large bar pan, and then I put the crescents down the length of the pan like that. And then I mound the filling in the middle, and then I take the ends of it and I put it in, I braid it over and over. Okay, so the fat part of the crescent goes in the middle. Wait, let me see if I can show you. Hold on a sec. Okay, so if this is the pan, it's going to go kind of like that.
Oh, I see.
Okay, and then right down the center, we're going to put the filling right down the center.
Great.
And then you're going to bring the ends inward, right down the center of the pan. Let me show you my large bar pan so you see what that looks like.
Actually, I didn't even know what a bar pan is. Oh, that's
a bar. Well loved. This is my large bar pan.
I see.
So I'll take this and I'll put them all the way down the side. I put the filling here, and then I bring the tip in. And you can twist them. You can make it look kind of fancy, which I sometimes do. And then you brush it with the egg white and sprinkle cheese. So
is that stoneware? Is that stoneware?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Is that stoneware, or is that
this is stoneware. Our new stoneware that we just got, the new technology, is now dishwasher safe, and it goes in the broiler, under the broiler, which is remarkable because we haven't had that I mean, the company's been around for 40 years, and
Yeah.
this is the first time this season, September 1st, we came out with new stoneware, so it's a big deal for us.
Is that your cookbook? Is that your cookbook, Cooking with Ellen?
Um, I am a consultant. We have over 100,000 consultants in the United States.
Oh, I see.
I live in Scarsdale. I'm a director. I'm the only director in Westchester. And I have a small team of gals who also, well, before COVID, we were all doing live cooking shows. And
Oh,
now we're doing virtual shows on Facebook. So that's what I do mostly nowadays.
okay, all right.
I do Facebook shows. And then, you know, I do these virtual Zoom shows that are lots of fun.
Lots of fun. Thank you
Yeah.
for showing me the braid. I couldn't visualize it, but now I do.
Oh, okay, sure.
Thank you.
Let me just put this aside. I'll be right back. Okay, you raised a really good point. So I had the manual food processor, which I said has a bigger capacity than the food
Yes.
chopper. It chops, it's great for blending. So if you're making a salsa or a tapenade, or even if you're making egg salad, tuna salad, coleslaw, or a health salad, this baby, this food chopper, and I don't have the base on here because I just pulled it right out of my drawer, but this food chopper is really good for chopping nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts, carrots, broccoli, harder things.
And
It has a
olive.
smaller capacity, but I think personally, I think this is a little more efficient for chopping hard things and also for chopping onions. You can still chop onions in the manual food processor, but I think that this is even more efficient. So you can chop right on your cutting board, or as I said, I have the base in my drawer, but you can also chop it with the base. So the beauty of this product is that it comes apart for the dishwasher. So watch, this is really cool. So this is the clear collar. This is the sheet that covers the blades. And then it opens like a flower.
Yes.
And I lay it right on the top of the dishwasher, and I lay the other pieces down. Now, some people have this, and you know, it's very well loved. And I've had people say to me, "Oh, I love my food chopper, but I dropped the clear collar and it cracked." And they say it still works, but it cracked. So I have to get a new food chopper. And so I say, whoa, you don't have to get a new food chopper. You can just buy the clear collar. So I could save you some money in that. Because, you know, I like to be able to help my customers.
Great.
Okay. Yeah, to put this back, you just line up the holes. Now, and never go like this, because that blade, you know, if you can see from this side, it sticks out. So you don't want to go like this because it's sharp. And then you just put it back together just like that.
Do you know,
So this is really, this has been around, oh my goodness. I think this has been around for 40 years. This is fabulous. Okay.
I use
The other
that.
things I want to show you, a couple of more things I'd like to show you. This is my, yeah, go ahead.
I used that last week. I chopped celery for my stuffing, water chestnuts.
What did you make?
I put everything in a stuffing,
Oh,
and I used that. I chopped my black olives. I chopped the celery,
oh,
the onions, and the water chestnuts.
oh, that sounds
I
fabulous.
put it all in my stuffing. But that gadget is just amazing.
Well, I used it last week when I made my stuffing. Actually, I used it just to chop my onions, and it was perfect for that. But, you know, you mentioned olives. When I first started doing cooking shows, I used to make this recipe a lot. It's called olive tapenade, and it's black olives. I think it's actually black and green olives, garlic, and olive oil. That's all it is. So you chop up the olives, you put them in a bowl, you use the garlic press, and you press some garlic in there, and then add some olive oil, and you mix it all up and serve it on crackers. If you like olives, it's spicy because olives are, you know, salty and spicy, but it's really delicious. And the crackers, you know, you get a very plain cracker, and it's a very easy, inexpensive hors d'oeuvre. And then you can serve it, you know, when you have leftovers, you can serve it along with some, you know, during the week, you can serve it along with some chicken, a little fish, you know, so a piece of swordfish that's, you know, roasted in the oven, and then you can top it with the olive tapenade. It's delicious because you have the mildness of the fish and the spicy saltiness of the olives.
The grandkids love using that chopper, and I feel safe with them. Like I feel they're not going to get injured or anything like that.
Oh, that's great. All right,
Yeah.
I hear my microwave, so just hold on a minute. Let me go get it. Okay. So here we go. Okay, so let me just tilt this up so you can see. All right, so that broth is basically all absorbed by the quinoa. Now, you know that quinoa is a grain, but it's a very, very healthy grain. So this is something that anybody who's maybe on a diet or on Noom, my husband is doing that Noom diet, this is really very, very healthy. It's great. Now, hold on 1 minute. I just want to check on my wreath. Just want to make sure it's doing well. Oh, yeah. Okay. 1 sec. My wreath is done. I can't believe it. That was fast. Here's our wreath. Okay, I'm going to put it down for a moment. Just a sec. Okay. So I have my stackable cooling rack right here, and the wreath is going to sit right on it, but let me show it to you again. Can you guys see it? That's our wreath. Doesn't it look pretty? Okay. It smells great. Let's get back to our quinoa. All right, so this was our quinoa and the vegetable broth. And then what I did was I drained some black beans, like a can of black beans, low sodium. And you can, if it's in the summertime, you can use fresh corn. But I just took a small can of niblet corn, and I put that right in here. And let's just stir that. I hope you can see it. Stir this. This is going to be a very, very colorful dish. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this today. Let me move this out of the way for a sec. Okay. And I'm going to use this product to cut up some peppers. So this is a cutting implement. And I have some peppers here that I've already prepared. So I'm going to turn them skin down and cut. Just a sec. And it's going to cut my peppers. And we'll go the rest of the peppers now. Peppers. And this is great for cutting up avocado or cutting up soft things like mozzarella. And the last piece is right here. And it cuts it right up. Okay. And then I'm going to stir it again. So you can see it's already getting some color. How beautiful. And then I'm going to put in a little Tex-Mex seasoning. And then some fire roasted tomatoes, just a can. This is just Hunt's fire roasted tomatoes. And I'm using my smooth edge can opener to open this can. So if you think of getting anything with the Pampered Chef, this is something you should definitely consider getting. This opens the cans from the top and it creates a smooth edge. And it has a little gripper right here. I don't know if you can see it, it's hard on the Zoom. And you just hold it on and it takes the top right off. And it leaves a smooth edge on the top and a smooth edge around the edge of the can. And then I'm going to dump that in here. And give it another nice turn here. Now, what else do we need here? Don't we need some green? We have yellow, we have brown, and we have red. We need some green. So I have some chopped up zucchini. I have diced zucchini. Gonna throw that in here. And stir it up again. Ah, this is the whole reason that I love this, because of the color. So pretty. All right, the last thing that I want to add is some garlic. So let me just move some of this stuff away. Put it right here. And this is my garlic peeler and slicer set. So we'll take a piece of garlic. I'm going to take a couple of pieces of garlic actually, and put it in our peeler and roll this on a hard surface. And it's going to pop the skin off. That skin came right off. That started with skin and now there's no more skin. And then I'm going to put in this little piece and roll this. And that skin came right off. I have a little piece stuck here. I'll take that off. Okay. And now I'm going to put this right in with our mixture. So this garlic slicer, I don't know if you can see, but it has wells inside. And here is the blades are at the bottom. That's my dog, Roxy. Quiet, girl. And you put the garlic right in the wells. Okay, whoops, right there. Now you can also stack up the garlic, but we don't want to overpower this. So I just want to put in two cloves of garlic. Now the recipe, when you get this, because you can all get the recipes, is going to call for using the garlic press. But because I have these two recipes today, I really just wanted to show you both tools. Okay, and then I'm just going to put any extra garlic in here. So you see how easily that comes apart? So I put this right at the top of the dishwasher and it gets nice and clean. When it is clean, another cool thing that you can do with it is put chocolate kisses in here and grate the chocolate kisses to make your desserts really beautiful and fancy and delicious. Okay. All right. So now let's give this one more stir. And now it's going to go back, excuse me, back into the microwave. And I am going to flip this again. One sec. Open. Oh, it is open. And it's going to go in for another 10 minutes. Okay, so now that's all set. And we have our wreath and we have our quinoa. It's pretty hot still. Just want to show you this gorgeous wreath. So what I love about this wreath, first of all, it's great for quietness. It's great for the holidays. Sorry about the doggy. And it's nice also for like a Sunday night supper. Hold on a sec. Let me let her out. You're bothering us. Go outside. Good girl. Okay. So it's really nice for a Sunday night supper. So you cut it up. I'll show you. Cut it up just like this. And you see how nothing sticks to this, because it's really well loved and well seasoned. And here is your spinach artichoke braid. And then on the side of this, I would put a nice salad for a nice Sunday night supper, or have some soup with this. It's just a wonderful, wonderful meal. Now, if I had a bunch of company coming, first of all, the wreath is very festive, but I would cut this in even smaller pieces. I might cut the crescent in half and then serve it as an hors d'oeuvre, as a hot hors d'oeuvre. And I actually have made this for my family for, I think it was one Passover, maybe, no, not Passover, because this is crescent roll. But I made it for a holiday. It might have been a Thanksgiving. and we all had this for one of our hot hors d'oeuvres. So it was just great. All right, let me move that out of the way. I'm going to just show you a couple more tools that you may be interested in. Okay. You've seen me using these today, and these are my silicone bowls, and they're great because they're squishy. And they're also dishwasher safe, they're microwave safe, and they're also oven safe. So these come in a set of 3. Here's my third one, and they nest together, they have lids, and they have measurements. But what I love the most about this is if you're making a cake and you want to add sour cream or buttermilk or something that might splatter, if you just squeeze it and pour it, it has a pouring spout right here. It just is so easy. So while the machine is running, you know, if you're making a cake batter and you want to add something wet, this is perfect for that. And it comes, as I said, in a set of 3. Okay, so that's one of my favorite items. And here is my husband's very favorite item. This is my salad chopper. Everyone loves a salad chopper. So you make your salad in the bowl and you just chop away. So these double blades keep the lettuce from browning and bruising, and you can cut things. I'm going to see if I can turn it so you can see it. You can cut up things that are hard like carrots or celery or radishes, and also lettuce, tomatoes, peppers, onions, and it just chops everything up. But I also use it to make chunky egg salad, and I use it also to make a shredded chicken salad. So this is $37. It makes a great gift. And it has a lock at the bottom and a sheath at the top. So when I go to grab it, because the sheath covers the blade, it's not going to hurt my hands. It's also not going to rub up against other utensils in the drawer and get scratched. And this has a lifetime guarantee. Okay, salad chopper. That's a wonderful thing. And then last but not least, I'm going to take it right down from my kitchen, is my husband's second favorite item, because he's a guy. Well, I shouldn't say that. He doesn't really, when I first met him, he didn't really cook too much. I mean, he had nothing in his refrigerator except for like a jar of cocktail olives. That was it. That was 45 years ago. I'm giving my age away. Anyway, so I've taught him a thing or two over the years, and I've taught him how to make eggs, and he can even make omelets. So in the morning, he uses this. This is our 8-inch skillet. We have a 10-inch, we have a 12-inch. The 12-inch has a glass cover. It's wonderful, beautiful, lifetime guarantee. And the beauty about this also is that the handle comes off. So you press the button and pull it back, and the handle, which is not coming off for me now just because it wants to give me a hard time. Let me see if I can do it with my left hand. No, it's not coming off. I think because he hasn't taken it off in a while, and maybe he got some egg in there. I don't know. But anyway, trust me, the handle comes off, so it stores easily, and it's you don't need any oil. And if you see this, there are no rivets inside at all. So there's nothing to stick or discolor. And it goes into the dishwasher as well. Okay. So this is one of my other favorite products. So we're waiting just for the quinoa. I mean, I think we're almost done now. I'm basically finished. The quinoa is going to look just like I showed you before, but it's going to be fully cooked. So you can unmute yourselves and please fire away if you have questions. Jessica,
Ellen,
you want to come back and see?
Hi, Ellen.
Hi.
You'll be sending us the recipes?
Yes. So I'm going to send the recipes to, I have Celeste's email. So I'll send you those 2 recipes. And please share my email with everybody. I'll tell you right now what it is. It's ELCO428. It's ELCO 428 at hotmail.com. ELCO 428 at hotmail.com. So some of these recipes that I've been mentioning today, the olive tapenade, I said the turkey cranberry wreath, there was a chicken broccoli that I make, of course, spinach artichoke, which we made today. So I'm happy to share recipes. So if you guys want, just email me. And then if you want to order anything, the
Yeah.
link for online ordering is pamperedchef.com, all lowercase, /party/Manor Club. pamperedchef.com/party/Manor Club. And then the other thing I wanted to tell you is the deadline for Christmas ordering is December 12th. So any orders that I get in the next few days, you will be sure to get them by December 23rd. We guarantee that with standard shipping. If you did want to place an order today and you ordered $80 worth of product, there's a freebie in December. We have monthly freebies every year. I just flew out of my head. I don't remember what it is, but you get a free item in December. Oh, I think it's one of our, our small mix and, I'll show you what it is. It's our mix and scraper. Where did I put it? It's the small version of, here. Well, it just got little feet and walked away, but it's the small version of my mix and scraper. By the way, these mix and scrapers are great because they're like in between a schooner and a spatula. The head never separates from the handle, and you can use them up to 650 degrees. So the smaller version of this is your freebie for the month of December. And if you order, if you place an order, there's a straight flat shipping rate of $7.95. And if you order $150, then the shipping is free. So
Great.
I thank you again. If you want to wait a few minutes, I will take out the quinoa and just show you briefly how that looks. And we'll be good to go. But it's been a pleasure to present to you today.
Thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
For all of this. This is very nice. I mean, yes, we've all been cooking like crazy, but I'm very excited to make that wreath.
Me too.
Oh yeah, and I could have made it like a little bit smaller, but as I said before, it always looks beautiful. It's a wow. When you bring that out, you take that out of the oven, your guests, because everyone always hangs out in the kitchen anyway. Your guests are just gonna go, wow, is that nice? And then they'll just gobble it down because it is very tasty.
Yeah.
So let's take out the quinoa. I think it's just about done.
This is good.
27 seconds. My timing was good.
So ladies, I will be sending out an email with the websites for you to go on to order any of your Pampered Chef items. I have to say I've had that chopper since my oldest was born, because I used to make all their own food. I made everything from scratch because I was a stay-at-home mom, so that's what I did. But yeah, the Pampered Chef stuff is really, really durable and it lasts forever.
It is done and it is gorgeous.
Oh, that looks good.
One sec.
Wow.
It smells really good. And if you want to spice it up, you can add your own seasoning, your own cumin if you want, chili powder. The Tex-Mex, I use Tex-Mex, which is one of Pampered Chef's, and it's like a combination of cumin and chili powder, but it has some other spices and seasonings in there, and it's just delicious. So this is what it looks like. I love this because it's so colorful and it's healthy. The other thing you can do is if you have leftover vegetables or chicken or turkey, or even making up some grilled sausage or grilled shrimp, you can throw it in here. It boosts the protein. And if you want to use half of an orange pepper and half of a red pepper, so you introduce another color, you can do that as well. So here it is. I throw in sometimes leftover broccoli, leftover string beans cut up, whatever you want to use up, because it's all nice and beautiful and healthy.
Lovely.
So we have this and we have our wreath. And again, thank you so much, guys. If you could see me now, I usually do my little Pampered Chef curtsy. Thank you.
Oh,
And yes, I am a yoga teacher, so namaste. Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Thank you,
Oh,
Ellen.
thank you. You,
Thank you.
Thank
Pleasure.
you.
it was
Okay.
wonderful.
Wonderful,
Thanks.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Take
Bye.
care.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you.
Well
Bye-bye.
done.
Terrific.
It was great, absolutely great.
This-
Take care,
Very good.
everybody.
Very good. Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
Thank you, guys. I can't wait to get the recipes
No, I can't either.
I'll work on that
The link.
tomorrow.
and the link.
Yes, I'll work on that tomorrow.
Pampered Chef and a gift card, and that's it.
There you go.
My daughter-in-laws are done. Take care. The easy way. That's what it's gonna happen.
That's the way, that's how it works.
I won't have to exchange anything.
True.
Take care.
Have a great day, ladies.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.